Well, hi Scorpios, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Scorpios, let's find out what you can expect. There you are. Water sign for Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios, let's get started. The overall energy of your entire reading is the Tower. So something went wrong with the Tower. You're going through something, definitely. Could be a breakup. It could be some kind of news. Let me read on. Why is this Tower right in the center of your reading? Up here in your highest energy is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving energy in the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. The horse looks like it's standing still. It does move. And with it, it has a pentacle. Security, stability. It could be commitment. It's groundedness. But it's so slow. This is in your highest energy. And it has to do with the Tower moment. These are the two highest energy cards in your entire reading. Let me keep reading. I have the Two of Swords next to the Knight of Pentacles. You're like getting into self-protection mode. You have your arms across your heart. Excuse me, you have your swords up. That is swords of truth and clarity, and they are there to help protect your heart. And you're blindfolded. So it's like you really don't want to deal with something anymore. And it has to do with this pentacle, I think, being so slow. I think you're ready to blow up a relationship, because the other person is just dragging their feet. That's how it feels. It's become a big burden. This is the Ten of Wands. But the good thing about the Ten of Wands is there's no 11 of Wands. You can only carry that burden for so long. And I think that's exactly what you've done. And you've got to this point where I don't think you're going to wait any longer. And you're going to be able to drop those wands. That's what happens. You can only carry that weight so long. Under the Knight of Pentacles is the King of Cups. And this is your card, Scorpio. This is water energy. This is your reading, male or female. They're all male or female. But you're pulling back. You have a huge cup of love. And it looks like you're pulling it back. You're pulling back from everything. In this, this is a relationship. It's because it's like your feelings are being hurt because this pentacle is not coming forward. There's no advancement like in this relationship. And so you're going on guard. You're like, I'm not wasting my time anymore type feeling. I'm pulling back my love. I'm going to, look elsewhere. That's how it feels. I have the Ten of Swords right under the Ten of Wands, right next to the Tower card. So the Ten of Swords, there's no 11, just like with the Ten of Wands, there's no 11. This card here represents the end. The end of the Tower moment, the end of carrying the weight, carrying the burden, the end of waiting for the pentacle to come through. And you're going in self-protection mode. These are all swords of truth and clarity, and it is ending the whole thing. Under the King of Cups, it wasn't easy. These are swords of truth and clarity, the 9. So you have the 9 and the 10, and then no 11. So everything, you put everything to an end, and you go into self-protection mode here. And these are swords of thoughts and truth and clarity. While you're alone, or when you start to really think about things, you might blame yourself sometimes with this card that comes out as far as things not going the way you expected them to or wanted them to. But it is a painful situation. You will get over it. It's right next to the Five of Swords. More swords, more truth, more clarity. Well, you have 3 of them right here, and there's 2 still laying on the ground. So it's like the more truth and clarity, the more you look at this in a realistic manner, the more you just kind of stand there and keep learning more truth, and looking back at somebody. That's right under the Tower card. I believe that you are blocking them. I believe that you are done with them, whoever it is. This energy, by them not coming forward with this pentacle, any hopes for a future, anything to keep you, it's like you were willing. You actually do love this person, but you're pulling back. You've had enough. I have the Devil card next to the 5 of Swords and under the 10 of Swords. This is the card for Capricorn just because of the horns. Those are ram's horns. That's it. The energy of this card. So Capricorn might be strong in your chart or might be strong around this reading someplace in somebody's chart. But this is toxic. It's bondage. It's being tied to something through someone else. I don't know what they were doing. It can represent a third party that might have been holding them back. It could be a mother giving advice or holding them back. Because see, they're not coming forward. Something's holding them back. And it became toxic. It could be drinking. It can be any number of things. But it did become toxic. It became a heavy weight on your shoulders. And you just decided that you're done with it. No more. Wow, let's see what the second part of this reading brings about. If this is sounding like your reading so far, it probably is. If it doesn't, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign, because your moon sign is your emotional side. What else do we need to know here? Scorpio. There you are, right there, the Death card. That is your card, specifically. Okay, so up here on your highest energy line is the Hierophant. This is traditional values, traditional morals. It's very spiritual. It's about commitment. It can be about marriage. Pentacle not coming in. Goodbye to that idea. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm reading this and you're just ready to look elsewhere. You come to your... I'm surprised the 9 of Wands is not here. You're like coming to your wit's end. You're moving forward. I have the Death card right next to the Hierophant. You're leaving that whole idea behind you of the Hierophant. This is the card for Scorpios, and this is your card. It might be strong in somebody else's chart too around this reading. But the energy is leaving the old behind and moving forward. It's like ringing out the old year and ringing in the new year. So it's like you're taking on a different attitude. It's like, I'm done with this and I'm moving forward. So you're done with the hope. You stopped hoping for the Pentacle. And you're moving forward and you're deciding to work and focus on your own security and your own stability here. So it's like, I think you're putting your nose to the grindstone. You're just trying to concentrate on other things besides what you had to just go through here or are going to go through. So, yeah, you're still, and you probably were working on this relationship, but it just wasn't panning out. You had the Pentacles. They didn't. They didn't come in with one. Under the Hierophant, I have the Star. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But more importantly, it's about healing. And it is next to this 10 of Swords, which is, right under the 10 of Wands, right above the Devil card. You're going through this period of healing, giving up on the idea that this relationship is the one for you. It's very spiritual. It's about like seeing your own reflection bounce back at you and reminding you of the essence of who you are. It's very, very deep healing. And it's all over. The turning your back on this, the walking away, and you took your cup with you. You turned your back on this relationship, and you're moving forward. The end of the old, moving forward. I have this deceitful behavior, the Seven of Swords. It can be lying, stealing, cheating. Actually, you know, with the Devil card here, there's two that might point to a third-party situation. But it also could very well be anything toxic, which leads to lies, taking, not giving. It's just like you building pentacles, working on the relationship, and then just sucking the life out of it. Sorry to put it that way, but that's what it looks like. So this energy you're walking away from, and you are moving forward. I have the Queen of Swords under the star, which is air energy. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius is air energy. So I have two for Aquarius here with the Queen of Swords, male or female. This is about asking and speaking your truth with your sword up. Your swords are up, remember, over here? And so you're kind of like, I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with this behavior or whatever it is that's going on. And I think this was difficult because it's below the star for you to do, but it was something you knew that you needed to do in order to move forward, that you had to put this behind you. And you did speak your truth. It is about not wanting to accept. They probably tried to apologize. They probably tried to stay in your life, but you're done. You're just done. You reached your wit's end right under the Eight of Cups, and it's right next to the Seven of Wands, or the Five of Wands, I'm sorry, which is right under the Seven of Swords. This whole relationship, I mean, it just caused you a lot of stress, anxiety, and confusion. You just couldn't take it anymore. So this is what your reading is about, Scorpio. It's about you leaving behind a relationship that does not serve you, that it makes you feel worse, not better, and you're leaving it behind and you're moving forward. And so that's the energy I have here. You will be focusing on your own security and stability, and this is one way of doing that, is by leaving this behind, because this one was not coming to fruition whatsoever. It just was not making the cut here, so to speak. So let me take out one more card for this reading. The World. You're moving right into a new life cycle. I have the World here. Yeah, you got other things, bigger fish to fry out there. You're moving away. You're moving forward for your better. You're leaving the whole idea of having a relationship with somebody in particular here behind that was toxic, became toxic. You couldn't take it anymore. And you're deciding that you're going to go move into a new life cycle here on your own. Focus on your own security and stability. And to just kind of let this drama, let this stress, just let it go and move forward. So Scorpio, this is your reading, and thank you for watching. Universal Guidance.